Why, guys? Why did my why were my groupings slightly to the left of what I was aiming at? Like consistently right to the left. I looked up some stuff online, but then I read that it might be bullshit. Like,
Are you right-handed?
That gun has
Yeah, I'm
adjustable
right.
sights.
It has what now?
Adjustable sights. Move the rear
Yeah.
sight to the right or the left to compensate. It's one of two things. It's either the gun isn't set quite perfectly, which is very possible since you're shooting a group that's to the left, or part of your push-pull trigger squeeze is the push is winning.
Is he
The
pulling
push is-
too hard from the left?
I mean,
with
he's
his
pushing
left
too
hand?
hard and he's pushing the barrel to the left. Maybe. And during the bang whoosh of the recoil, you're not even noticing it. That's also possible.
That'll be
Yeah,
easier to
Google-
manage.
Because it was
Google AI
consistent.
said the same thing Kyle did, which means he's wrong.
It was consistent. Like there were multiple groupings, like 6 different groupings that were.
So that
right
either
to
means
the
you're
left.
consistent about the way you fire the gun, or the gun is set incorrectly. It's easier to change the sights than your shooting style.
I'll let my dad figure out if the
Yeah.
sights are off. 'Cause I'm gonna go up.
Yeah,
I'm
let
gonna
him
go up
shoot,
there.
and that's what I was going to say. You let another competent shooter operate it, and if you see the same thing, then you've done a little bit of science and you've proven your hypothesis.
Yeah, he's a crazy good marksman.
Did your dad shoot with you? Like, I just imagined like having a cop as a dad, like shooting might be an activity that you guys would do together. Was that not a big thing?
He did not. No, actually, and I asked him like a month ago if it ever occurred to him to like teach us to use firearms, and he said no. But he was also working like a lot. Like he worked a lot of overtime. He worked a lot of graveyard shifts, so he was kind of gone a lot of the times when I was younger.
What city
so.
did he work in, if you would willing to say?
Marin County. He was Santa Fe.
Or in California? I don't know it.
Yeah. Well, it's near San Francisco. Pretty
Okay.
close.
Was that
What kind
stressful
of-
as a kid? Like, did you often, like, was it so normal you didn't worry, or were there like often times where it's like, oh, my dad's out there dealing with potentially dangerous people, I'm worried he's not going to come home?
I never worried about that with him because he was like enormous. My dad, you know, he's kind of shrunk recently because he's gotten older, but he was 6'5", you know, 230, really kind of built like a. He's calling me right now, actually. He's a big guy, and so I assumed he could take care of himself. The only time he ever got hurt that I remember, he got in a motorcycle accident and broke his collarbone, but that was it.
Oh, he was a motorcycle cop?
He was at one point, and then after that, I don't think he was. But
When I first started shooting, I bought coaching, and that was a really good experience for me. Like I didn't even know how to put bullets in a magazine at the time, and he had me take a test beforehand just so they could tell. Like it wasn't a pass fail; they just wanted to know what they were working with. Like so they took a written test, and I was new. I didn't come from a gun family, and he taught me how to load it. He taught me all sorts of like safety stuff. That was huge. One thing in gun culture, if you don't hit the target every time, people don't. I mean, ideally you do, but like things happen. If you're unsafe to be around, you're a dork. Like that's the bad thing, right? Someone who doesn't always have it pointed down range.
Yeah,
it's
stressful.
If you want to like just be welcomed into gun culture, then you be a safe.
Treat it like a lightsaber. Like I always treated it like a lightsaber that was 40 feet long, 500 feet long, coming out of the end of that barrel. And if you ever cut somebody with your imaginary lightsaber, even if it's a car going down the road next to the range, you fucked up.
Yeah,
and you probably scared somebody, and they're just afraid to tell you because you have a gun.
Yeah. I mean, Kyle, I'm sure you've done or dealt with this way more than me, but have you ever gone out shooting with like a group and there's someone new and like everyone's excited because you're going to go shoot clays or whatever, like go target shooting or whatever. Like, so the vibe is like a party, like it's exciting. You're going to go do all this fun stuff. And someone who isn't familiar with guns takes that to mean that it's like a light activity and they're like sweeping people unthinkingly.
The only time I've ever,
and you're like, just calm down. They're like, oh, it's fine. I'm not going to shoot you. It's like, no, but like that, you don't really get it. The fun's over when you start behaving that way, because now I can't trust myself to have fun because I know your lunatic ass is like sweeping people.
The only time I've ever been around like amateurs who would do something like that was when we did that reality show with Hex and Hastro and White Boy and X-Jaws and everybody. And I was, I guess, I was range master. And there was like there was one day before we started shooting and like filming, I should say, so you know the difference, where we shot. And it was, and we went through with everybody like how this would work. And I built, we use them a lot in sporting clays and in 5-stand sporting clays, and even in like skeet. You basically build a doorway, like the frame of a doorway, but there's no door hung in it. So you can imagine this vertical rectangle that's just 2x4s with legs so that they stand still. And you step into that, your barrel goes through it, and the barrel can never come back out of the rectangle. And the main thing I told them is like, if there's ever a malfunction, if you ever feel scared, if you burn your hand, if powder goes in your eye, if a bullet comes out, goes down the shirt and
drop
burns
the
your
gun,
dick,
panic.
Spin around as fast as you can. No, put the gun down with the barrel pointed that way. Drop it if you have to. These are all my guns. I don't fucking care. Throw them on the ground, pointed that way. Just get them down and away, and then we'll handle your problem. Because you're a walking death machine. You're holding a fucking it was a 308 semi-auto like you have in your hands. Like you could destroy us all if you wanted to. Please don't.
Yeah, it's a stressful, because I've shot with guns before. I've been around guns my whole life because my dad was a cop again, and so he's just like, he had a little trigger lock on it, but it was just always there. And yeah, going to the range the first time was super stressful because I didn't want to be that fucking guy.
Yeah,
like it's all just like second nature for you guys, but for me, I have to make this effort to like, okay, when I open the box, make sure that like the barrel is pointed down range when I do that.
Yes.
So,
the fact you're worried about those things means you're doing fine. Like,
it's a fucking awesome responsibility to hold something that can just like end someone's life. And so like, maybe that wears off after a time, but every time I pick up a gun, I'm always like, it's just
that one you mentioned is huge. Like I unzip my bag and I look at where the guns are pointing, because you don't know until you see them. And then I spin the bag around and I remove the gun so it's pointed down range.
I put a little piece of tape. I put a little piece of tape on the gun box, like a black electrical tape, and that's the side that the barrel's on. So yeah.
Yeah. And when I see someone else doing that, like looking inside, spinning it around, making sure that the gun points the right way the whole time, I'm like, all right, that guy, check mark. He's good.
Yeah, I won't be killed by him today.
Do you think you want to get into the
other when the range warden or gun, I forget what they're called, the umpire yells at someone for doing something unsafe, that guy is stained for the rest of the day. Everyone is like, oh, that's the guy that got talked to.
They'll remove you.
I can imagine. Yeah. The ones I saw were just shamed.
They are called range masters. Yeah,
every one of them. In any case, yeah, they shame people for being unsafe, and
they should.
That doesn't go away. It doesn't go away when they stop talking to you. I remember.
Like
I never saw
old blue shoes. You were the dangerous one when you see him in the store later.
I've only seen it online. I think it's a symptom of stupidity. Like it's not ignorance, because ignorant people wouldn't touch it. They'd be scared. It's stupid. They would ask for help. It's stupid people that barrel sweep. I never saw anybody do it growing up. Like I hunted with my dad's buddies and went to the sporting clays range, and everybody was just super, super safe. Barrels always at the ground, like guns are always unloaded with the breech showing. You turn it sideways so they can see the breeches showing, because we're holding them actively when we're hunting. It's a little different than being in the range. Like we're going to be spinning around 360 degrees and looking around, and like we've all got death machines in our hands, whether it's shotguns or rifles.
Bird hunting in particular. Like I would go to a range or like casual shooting with a novice shooter all day, like as long as it's someone I trust or it's a friend vouched for them that they're not retarded. Like, but something like a real activity like bird hunting, you cannot risk going bird hunting with someone who doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. That's
going pheasant hunting is more like going on a patrol in Vietnam than it is going to a shooting range. We're all walking together, hunting a target that's going to suddenly fly up and need to be reacted to and shot quickly. So if you don't have that little thing in your brain that goes like, Taylor's off to my left, birds aren't worth shooting Taylor.
That would really ruin the day if we killed someone.
Tell me more about the bird.
It's a big, fat, beautiful bird. Okay,
I don't know.
Breast. It's a quail. It's gonna.
That's how
taste
you Dick
delicious.
Cheney somebody. That's that kind of hunting.
And that is the
proximity sort
objectively
of hunting as a team.
That's the most fun kind of hunting I've ever done. Is like that line bird hunting. Like deer hunting is fun until you kill a couple deer, and then it's like this is a lot of sitting. This is a lot of doing nothing.
Disagree with you there. I love the beauty and quiet of the forest. I am the only sentient being here, but life has. I got here before the sun came up. I climbed 35 feet up into a tree. I'm covered in camouflage and haven't made a fucking peep. I lift my ass cheek to fart, and all of a sudden the wildlife is waking up and they're going about their regular business. They're using that trail down below me. The birds are in the trees around me. There's a squirrel in my tree. We make eye contact and he's like we got a deal up here. Like it's very cool to be like there as the world wakes up around you and is completely unaware of you. I didn't mind the sitting and waiting. Probably 90% of the time, like I'd kill 2 deer a week. So that's 20% success rate because I'm going twice a day, every day. It's not even that. I'm hunting 14 times and getting 2 deer.
You know, another kind of bird or kind of hunting, but it's a bird hunting that sucks is turkey. Because even when you get a great shot and you get one, it's like, it's still a fucking turkey. Like I'm not stoked on it. Like if I catch a big catfish on my grandparents' farm, I'm like, I'm exuberant because my grandma's going to fry this up. It's going to be delicious. Turkey, not exciting.
You could have bought a better, cheaper one at the store for free. And I know that's true about all things, but man, turkey hunting,
wild turkeys.
I feel like the people who are enthusiastic about turkey hunting are propagandists for big turk. Like you basically sit at the base of a tree or in a blind on the ground and doing your stupid turkey calls and hope for a big old gobbler with a big old beard comes around the corner so you can shoot him with a shotgun in the head. It's not hard to do. It's boring. And the prize is a fucking bird that weighs 15 fucking pounds.
Actually, we should tell more people to do turkey hunting because that means there's more of the tasty birds for the rest of us. There's more dove, quail, and pheasant, which are the good tasting birds, and duck. Duck tastes great.